Good evening. Sorry for the bad light. I just came out of the gym and it's dark outside. Um, Welcome to another Observations of an American Living in Germany video. Well, it's been an interesting, uh, a little over a week and one day since I got back from the States. I've adjusted my body clock. Actually, uh, going from Germany to the United States is really hard because of the 6 hour difference. You get jet lag, but when you come from the States to Germany, I flew during the night. So it really wasn't that bad. When I went home, it took me probably two and a half days to really get myself straightened out sleep wise. But coming back here, it took maybe a day and a half to get situated. But yeah, I was going to make an observation that I go for walks a lot, and I see vehicles all over Wiesbaden with trailer hitches on them. Small vehicles that, like a Fiat 500 or a Mini Cooper or an Audi A4, vehicles that aren't really you would think of as being able to tow a lot of weight. But I never see people pulling trailers. Once in a blue moon, you find somebody on the Autobahn, but generally nobody has trailers. And it dawned on me, I know why they're doing it. At least this is why I think they're doing it. It's because of parallel parking. In Wiesbaden, parking is really, really horrible. There's not enough spaces at all, not even nearly enough spaces. So people park on the sidewalk. They don't have, with parallel parking, you don't really have spaces, you have zones. So you'll have an area that might be 50 meters long, and if people really park correctly, you might be able to get 8 or 9 cars in there, but sometimes people can only get 6 in because they don't, they only think about themselves. They don't think about somebody else. So you got basically like 5 cars taking 7 spaces type of thing. But anyway, that's a pretty good trick to keep people from, hitting your car. It protects your back bumper. Of course, the downside of that is it cuts down on the available space you have, and you might hit somebody else behind you. But that I noticed that. So if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But it kind of dawned on me why so many people have trailer hitches. Another thing I noticed that with EU vehicles, when people turn on their parking lights, they're always clear in the front. And American spec vehicles like ours, they're amber. And usually the German spec cars, the parking lights are right up next to the headlights or inside the headlight lens. Ours are down in the bumper, down in the fascia of our car. It's not that big of a deal, but I just noticed that kind of gives American cars away. Also, some American vehicles will have red blinkers in the back. That's pretty much a dead giveaway. All the EU cars have amber blinkers in the back. In the United States, both are legal. You can have either one. Our car has amber blinkers in the back, and our car looks just like a German car. They do sell the same model over here with different engine, different transmission and stuff, but it's pretty easy to discover an American car a lot of times by those two methods. I noticed that gasoline went down a couple pennies. That was pretty good. I just filled up the other day, and it was I think it was $1.82 for Super 95, which is regular. That's what we use here. That was the economy price. We end up paying, I think, $1.17 if we buy it at Esso. We use our AFES card, so we get a slight discount on that. But when I was home in the States, it was down to like $3.29 to $3.39 in Virginia, maybe $3.45 in the Northern Virginia. Pennsylvania was like $3.75 to $3.95 because their state tax is higher. So, some places in the United States, it is down below $3 now. It's down to like $2.99. I want to say it was Tennessee or Arkansas or somewhere down there. One of my friends on social media posted a picture, and it was like $2.99. So that's a step in the right direction. I guess because they're not using summer blend fuels anymore, and school's back, so people aren't driving as much. But if something happens, if this situation in the Middle East gets any worse, if something happens with Iran, you'll probably see a spike in energy prices, mostly driven by speculation. But anyway, that's about all I got for Saturday night. I'm going to go home and hopefully have some good dinner. Wish everybody a good weekend. Schönen Wochenende, I think is how the Germans say it. Forgive my accent. I can, in Spanish it would be like bueno fin de semana. But German's a lot harder than Spanish. But anyway, ciao.